Hello, my dear students. This is Abhishek Mishra, Faculty of Social Studies at Mount JHANSI School, Jhansi. In this video, I am going to teach you the fourth chapter of geography, that is your agriculture. So here we are going to understand the characteristics and the types of farming that used to take place in our country. As you all know, India is an agriculturally important country. Two-thirds of the population of our country is engaged in doing agriculture. Most of the food that we consume comes from the agriculture sector. And beside food grains, this agriculture sector is supporting the industrial sector as well. आप देख सकते हैं हमारी कंट्री में कि रॉ मटेरियल that is thereafter processed into the finished product is primarily taken from the agriculture sector. So let's move forward to the topic directly, that is the types of farming used to take place in our country. So agriculture is an age-old economic activity in our country, and over these years cultivation methods have changed significantly depending upon the characteristics of physical environment, technical know-how and socio-cultural practices. Farming varies from subsistence to commercial type. These are the various types of farming that is done in different parts of our country. There has been so many changes over these years in the form of cultivation methods. Like the environment, physical environment has been changing. New technology is coming. Farmers are having modern equipments nowadays. So all these things are giving a boom to the Indian farming. Now directly coming to our very first type of farming, that is the primitive subsistence farming. So primitive subsistence farming is done in the few pockets of our country. Primitive subsistence farming is done on the small patches of land with the help of primitive tools like hoe, dhow and digging sticks, and mainly this type of farming is done by the family or the community labor. No extra labor is hired in doing the primitive subsistence farming. Farmers, those who are doing the primitive subsistence farming, they are not having the modern equipments. That's why this type of farming depends upon the monsoon, natural fertility of the soil and the suitability of other environmental conditions. It is also known as a slash and burn agriculture. This primitive subsistence of farming is known as slash and burn agriculture. Farmers clear a patch of land and produce cereals and other food crops to sustain their family. And when the soil fertility decreases, the farmers shift and clear a fresh patch of land for cultivation. Like a farmer, the one who is doing farming on this land. Suppose the name of this land is A. So he will do farming on this particular land for a period of 4 to 5 years. And then after he will shift his farming to the land B. Here he will burn all the plants and will return to this field when the soil will regain its fertility. तो क्या होता है कि फार्मर इस पर्टिकुलर जगह पे जो है वो खेती किसानी करता है जब तक यहाँ की मिट्टी जो है वो उपजाऊ होती है. इसके बाद यहाँ पेड़ पौधों में आग लगा के उनकी राख को ज़मीन पे ऐसा ही छोड़ के वो शिफ्ट कर जाता है दूसरी ज़मीन पर. This primitive subsistence of farming has different name in different parts of our country. It is called jhuming in the northeastern states like Meghalaya, Assam, Mizoram, Nagaland, etc. Pamlo in Manipur, Dipa in Bastar district, Chhattisgarh and Andaman and Nicobar Island. Jhuming is also the name given to this slash and burn agriculture. This slash and burn agriculture is known as milpa in Mexico, in Central America as well. Conuco in Venezuela, Roca in Brazil, Masol in Central Africa, and Ladang in Indonesia, and Ray in Vietnam. So these are the different name of this jhuming cultivation. From here you may write and learn the different names of this primitive subsistence farming. Now quickly moving to your second type of farming, that is the intensive subsistence farming. Here is your intensive subsistence farming. Mainly such kind of farming is also done on the small patches of land, but the productivity is high. Productivity is very high. By using biochemical inputs, irrigation facilities, modern fertilizers, farmer used to take much of the produce from this small patch of land. So this is called as intensive subsistence farming. Such type of farming used to take place on those places where there is intense pressure of the population. So can you name some of the states of India where such farming is practiced? Mainly in Punjab and Haryana. Such type of farming is taking place. Here the population is very intense while the area is very less. So though the right of inheritance leading to the division of land among successive generations has rendered land holding size uneconomical, the farmers continue to take maximum output from the limited land in the absence of alternative resource of livelihood. Thus, there is an enormous pressure on agricultural land. In our country, there is a ritual. Suppose here is a farmer, his name is A, and he has 4 sons. So, what we can say, then after his land will be distributed among all these 4 sons, 1, 2, 3, 4, and it will make the land holding size very small. So it will not be easy for the particular son to use the modern inputs in the farming. So what they will do, from the very small patch of land they will take much more produce, and hence this type of farming will be called as commercial farming. Sorry, not commercial, that will be called as intensive subsistence farming. Now coming to the next farming, that is the commercial farming. This commercial farming is done on a very large patch of land. Mainly the production is done for the commercial purposes. All the produce of the farm is directly sold in the markets. So modern equipments are used in the farming methods. The main characteristic of this type of farming is the use of higher doses of modern inputs, high yielding variety seeds that already you people had studied in class 9, fertilizers, insecticides and pesticides in order to obtain higher productivity. The degree of commercialization of agriculture varies from one region to another. For example, rice is a commercial crop in Haryana and Punjab, but in Odisha it is a subsistence crop. In different areas, different type of productivity used to take place. Now, coming to the next type of farming, that is plantation farming. So plantation is also a type of commercial farming, and in this type of farming a single crop is grown on a large area. Many a time this question has been come in your board exam, which type of farming is consisted of a single crop that is grown on a large area. So what you will write, sir, this is the plantation crop. Now the plantation has an interface of agriculture and industry, means all the products that are grown under this plantation system directly they are transferred to the industries so that they can use these raw materials to make their finished goods. Some example of these plantation farming are the tea, coffee, rubber, sugarcane, banana, etc. etc. आप देखेंगे कि एक जैम बनाने वाली इंडस्ट्री है तो उसको फ्रूट्स की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी, कोई टायर इंडस्ट्री है तो एज अ रॉ मटेरियल इसको रबर की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी, शुगर इंडस्ट्री है तो इसको रॉ मटेरियल के लिए शुगर केन की ज़रूरत पड़ेगी. सो हेंस वी कैन से कि दिस प्लांटेशन फार्मिंग इज प्लेइंग अ रोल ऑफ a mediator between this agriculture and industry. So here I am ending this video today. in our next part we will understand the different क्रॉपिंग पैटर्न इन आर कंट्री। अलग अलग टाइप से जो खेती हमारे यहाँ अलग अलग मौसम में की जाती है, दैट वी विल अंडरस्टैंड इन आर नेक्स्ट वीडियो। टिल देन, गुड बाय, गॉड ब्लेस यू ऑल।